Bas, here we are. It's Friday morning. Can you give us a recap since we talked to you last?
Well, today we have a really nice day. I can show you the wind sign. This is what you want to see. The flag is not waving at all, so it's perfect conditions for the wind. Yesterday it was really windy, so we had no legal wind at all. And but some teams did really fast. The French team he hit over 80 miles per hour, and he was just the first year in Battle Mountain, and he just said he was, I think, twice in a recumbent before he went to Battle Mountain. So he had no experience, and he hit 80 yesterday. And this morning it's a little bit cold. Problem for the bike to go really fast. You need hot and non-wind. That's the better.
There was a question on one of the comments, I think on Facebook, or no, it was YouTube on our video. And the guy asked, why is it faster when it's warmer as opposed to when it's colder? What's the reason?
It's the density of the air. If it's colder, the air is more dense, so you have more particles hitting your bike. So when it's hot, the air molecules are farther away from each other, then you have less resistance. So that's the reason.
Very good. Yeah, that's what I thought it was, and that's what I suggested, but I didn't know for sure. Isn't it interesting how it all comes down to some very, very fine details? You just talked about the air density between cold and hot. And then there's also, yesterday you mentioned about the decals on the fairings and how that can even make a difference in speed.
The weather is really, really important for everything, and that's also a nice thing about this event. You can plan everything you want, you can build the best bike, but you're so dependent on the details here on the road, and it's well, it makes it exciting. So you never can predict what's going to happen, and that's, it's a record. So
That's right.
You need some things you have. You can get in control. So it's the French team warming up for catching.
We'll try to catch it.
They try to catch it, they say.
Yeah.
So
ask them like what's involved with catching a rider.
Okay.
If you wouldn't mind.
Okay. Can we ask what's involved with when you have to catch a bike?
The bike is going very fast when it comes to us, so it's hard to know when he will break everything and just fall down. So we have to be exactly at the right place when he breaks, and this is very hard to tell him what distance does he have to do to come until us.
Yeah, and we don't have a lot of training on catching, so we have to be careful.
So it can be dangerous too, I suppose.
Yes, it could be, yeah. Because if the bike doesn't break at the right time, it could just go on us, and
one of the guys fell over yesterday.
Yeah. Robert fell.
But Lieke yesterday we were all like heartbeating because she went so fast, and But
they caught the safety, so it's fine.
Okay. Merci beaucoup, monsieur.
Thank you. We also have a police officer at the spot. So it's a live stream with Laidback report on the bicycle. So this is. Wait a minute.
Write tickets.
This is the officer.
Hello, officer. How are you? Thanks for coming on. So what's involved as far as the police are concerned? I assume more than just closing down the road. What else is involved?
We're here to make sure that the safety of the public, both for the riders and for the motoring public, is here. And then we also would like to support the industries that use our roadways, not just those that have motors.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, not enough law enforcement, I think, understand that as well as you obviously do. That's really nice. And are you enjoying being there and watching the racers come by as well?
I do enjoy this quite a bit. The opportunity to meet people from all over the world helps us to have a better understanding of each other, and it allows me to do my job better, realizing that there's more than one way to look at a situation.
We're going to break in.
Very good.
There is.
Officer, thank you very much. Okay, let's see what we got going on. Wow.
Did they get him in time? Thanks, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you, officer. That was great. So that racer, the French bike just went flying by the catchers there, and they still caught him down the road.
Yep, barely, but they got him. So it was a good catch.
Yeah, because if they are not caught, these are streamliners, the two-wheeled racing bicycles. There's no way to keep upright once you become to a stop. You're going over.
Yeah, well, there's one mechanism. The London team is using it. It's retractable wheels, so they have the landing gear. Yeah.
Okay, here we come. So here's the bike.
Yeah, it's just the bike.
Very nice. That's the French bike.
This is the rider with team captain Guillaume.
Yeah, I saw their amazing video before they left, actually. So
Yeah, they're doing a good job too. So it's a lot of camera crew actually here right now. They have two cameramen. CNN is here. There's a Canadian film team, so it's a lot of cameras this year. They are too close to each other, I just heard.
okay.
So that's gonna be exciting. Look at the view. So Barkley's going to run into the end just to catch the tail.
Go back down again. Okay, got it. Okay. All right, let's go up and over. Let's take this to the road.
How is it?
Let's rinse still.
Yeah. Fabien.
Too cold?
Yeah.
Huh?
Was it too cold?
Ja, ik zit ook geen proef meer in.
Okay. She just said she doesn't have any more power anymore. So
She left it all on the course.
yep. Well, actually, Ellen didn't train this year, and she almost broke a personal record at the beginning of the week. So she's doing pretty good for someone who has not been training at all. So I can imagine she's tired now. And now a Velomobile is coming, and that's not. We don't have to catch this bike.
Is it Greg Cantori? Do you know?
Is it correct?
Yes.
Yes, that's correct.
If you can, let's see what happens, and let's have a word.
Just park the bike.
Beautiful. Oh, you opened the windshield.
Right.
Yes, correct.
It wasn't small.
How did it go?
Good. It was I think it was only 58 or 9 though.
But the wind might be legal. The wind is probably legal.
It's probably not.
But legal wind.
Close, so close.
Hey, boss, would you ask Greg what he's done to the Velomobile that's different than when he would just ride it ordinarily?
Correct.
That was close. So are we live streaming?
Yes.
Hi everyone.
And Gary is asking what you have done.
So the cool thing is this one of the things I'm trying to show is that someone with very average power can do extraordinary things with a Velomobile. And I'm only about 150, 160 watt cyclist, which is normally about 16 or 17 miles an hour for a regular road bike. And how old are you? I'm 58 years old. So here I am, 58 years old, doing 58 miles an hour. And all I had to do for the Velomobile to change it, so I took the mirrors off, I have a race cap, and put some fairings on the wheels, and good set of tires, and that's it. It's otherwise totally 58, totally street legal. So of course I could get a speeding ticket in some towns at 58.
That's incredible, Greg. It shows how versatile a Velomobile is. You could just go out and ride, just go out a nice ride whenever you want to, and yet you can race and do almost 60 miles an hour. It's incredible.
It really is. It's a remarkable machine, absolutely remarkable. And my goal was to go faster as I get older.
I think that's almost everyone's goal. That's great. And that's a Milan, is it not, Greg?
This is the Milan. That's correct. This is the Milan SL. It's this. It's made in Canada and from the license from Germany, Radar Work, and it's all carbon with Kevlar belting and the nose cone and along the side here for crash protection. And that's about the only other changes on it. It's a beautiful, beautiful machine, and fits me beautifully for about 6 feet or less. And you have fairly narrow shoulders, you'll fit in the Milan SL. And as remarkable as it is, actually still a practical machine, even as a fast racing. And last month I did a century in 3 hours and 16 minutes. Average speed of 30.3. And my goal before this winter is hopefully do close to a sub 3 century. So we got to do about 34 miles an hour.
Wow.
We'll see. We'll see.
And, Greg, one last thing, and I'll let you go. Now, I understand that you also loaned out your Milan to Russell Taylor from the British Soup Dragon team.
That's right.
And, how did that go?
It went beautifully. He happens to be almost identical in size and weight and shape as me. So he fit in like a glove. And he's never ridden a Velomobile in his life. He did ride a no-com, carbon fiber lowrider recumbent, but he got into this machine. The first run, I think he did 53 miles an hour. The second time, he did 55 legal. Win, 55. And that's remarkable. So you can only imagine what he could do if he had this thing fine-tuned, probably well over 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Greg, thanks a lot for spending a little time with us. Congratulations on running there, and I hope you have even better runs to come.
I hope so too. One more try. I've already reached my stretch goal, was 58. I wanted to do my age. I've already done everything else is icing on the cake now.
All right. Well, I hope for a lot more icing for you. Thanks a lot, Greg.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.
Okay.
Talk to you in a little bit. Bye-bye.
Bye.